Hi everybody, it's Pauline. Okay, so Val posted, we have released the autosave snapshots option in PC1. You will see a save snapshots button at the bottom icons. Please run your game in Chrome browser since we have not fully tested the save snapshots option in any other browser, just the Chrome browser. So I tried it in Opera, it does not work. In Firefox, it seems to work just fine for me. If you have a companion pet, put them into your storage before you start, because your companion pet ends up in every picture, and that's not. I didn't want my pet in every picture, so I need to do that. I need to take him out of the picture before I start. Be sure to read the README file. Read this button at the top left of the autosave snapshots pop-up, and I'll show you that. Okay, so when you go in, you'll see this. When you go in, you'll see this Save Snapshots. Click that, and you can only highly recommended Google Chrome. I'm using Firefox. It works all right. Read this first. Is right up there in the corner. Okay, this is the README file. Here's what to expect with autosave snapshots process. Once you select a house to autosave the snapshots, the game will load the first room in that house and will generate a snapshot of that room. Then proceed to the next room to do the same, and so on and so on and so on until it's the last room. And then it opens create a zip file that contains the snapshots that were generated in the selected house and will prompt you to save the zip file to your computer. Once the zip file has been saved to your computer, you'll be able to select the next house in your game to auto-generate snapshots for. I highly recommend doing it one house at a time. You can go back and do more later, so for each zip file that was saved, go to the folder where the zip file was saved, right-click on the zip file, select Extract Files from the options, and extract the files, and they will then be saved to a folder that opens up. You can then view the extracted files from this folder. Mine does that automatically, so when I save them to the zip file, I could just open the zip file and the pictures are there. Important note, as the game is auto-loading each room and generating the screenshots, please don't try to interact with the game. So once you start, you have to let it continue on until the end, till it finishes that house. You have to let it go. Just leave the game open and let the auto snapshot operate complete. Important note 2. If you double click on a zipped file that you have saved to your computer, you will see a preview of the snapshot images, but these are just previews of the snapshots and not the snapshots themselves. You must extract the snapshots from the zip file in order to properly view them. So mine does that automatically. Some will, some won't. So if you have to go through the extraction, you have to go through the extraction and then save them to another folder or outside of that folder. Okay, that's the README file. Okay, we highly recommend using Google Chrome. So if you have Google Chrome, use that. I do not. I'm using Firefox. So, and it works on Firefox as well. Click OK. Click the home that you want to download. The home is these numbers at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8 homes, so it goes up to 8 on here, and it'll show which pictures it is downloading over here in the house. So it's on the first one, so it loads the items, and then it'll take a snapshot as soon as all the items are loaded. Oh, she earned stuff. Okay, see, and theirs was the snapshot, and then it goes to the next room, and it loads it, and it takes a snapshot. And the next room loads it, takes a snapshot. And I took a bunch of stuff out of my first rooms when they said it was going to be moving over to Pet City 2. So a lot of my first rooms have very little or nothing in them. So, and some things have been taken out, so. But it will just keep going until all of those are downloaded. And then I'm gonna come back when it's done doing this and show you how to save the file. And some rooms, if they have a lot of items in them, they will take longer to load for the snapshot. So I think all in all, this house took about 15 minutes, and you don't have to do them all at one time. I would recommend writing down, which ones you've done if you have a lot of rooms, because I have 8 rooms here. I have a bunch of rooms in the habitat rooms. I have basements. I have gardens. So I'm going to need to write them down as I go and mark them off my list so that I know which ones I've already done. As soon as it's done downloading, it'll pop up where you want to save your snapshots. This is important. You need to remember where you saved it to. Once you have them saved, you can use them to make your a desktop slideshow, or whatever programs you have for doing that. It'll do it. Anything that you do with pictures, you can do with these pictures. So I'm just kind of waiting until it gets to the end. I figured it would go a little faster, but it's my computer is really full. So as I'm getting down to the end here, it's going slower and slower. So I have to clean up my photos. I have thousands and thousands of photos in my computer, so it really slows this process down a lot for me. So yours, if you have a clean computer that's good computer, yours will likely go a lot faster than mine. And then when it takes the last room and gets the snapshot from it, it'll pop up where you want to save your files. And that's where you're going to go if you want to see the pictures, or if you want to print out the pictures, or if you want to put them into any kind of screensaver program you have, or if you want to do a slideshow, whatever slideshow programs you have, then you can use those pictures for whatever you use any other pictures for. Okay, and when you are done saving all of them into your zip, you could get down to the last room saved. It will show you this. Step 2, save generated snapshots. Snapshots for home 1 have been generated, and save them to your computer in a zip file. Now this is important to remember where they're saved to. You're going to save to computer, and it will usually pick the last picture folder that you have been in, and this is where I was last, is PC videos. You want to choose a name for your file. This has chosen Pet City Home 1. I've already saved mine, so I'm just going to save it as something else. I'm going to save it as PC1 H1. And you click save, and then it'll take a minute to save them all, and then this will disappear. And when it's done saving them all, then you can go to that folder, open your folders wherever you have it. I have it in pictures, snags, PC videos. This is why you have to remember where it went. And then you'll see it has the PC1 H1, and you open that up, and then you'll see all of the pictures are in here. And you can use those pictures for whatever slideshow program you have. And you just keep doing this. Save snapshots. Use Google as recommended. I'm using Firefox. And then you choose the next one. And you just keep going till you save all of your pictures. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.